All right, well, let's start. Maxwell, thank you very much for
Sure.
joining us. Thanks so much for your time. It's been a good start to the new season for FC Anyang. 2 wins from the first 2 matches, 2 clean sheets as well.
Yeah.
You must be very pleased with how the season has started.
Yeah, for us the most important thing is the clean sheet, because they say the best attacking is the best defense, So we're working on defense really much. We worked really hard on the preseason, and we are really happy that we have two games without conceding a goal. So we will keep on working, and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. And obviously, in the first game, you got the assist for Moya's goal, and the way that you celebrated, it was like it was your goal. It was like the you had scored.
Yeah.
There seems to be a really good team atmosphere here at FC Anyang.
Yes, in our team right now, it doesn't matter who scores. For us, the most important thing is we win the game. So if it's Kyungjun who scores, if it's Chambom who scores, we all celebrate like we scored. And as you can see in the clip, in that I almost broke my my shoulder for celebrating so hard, So we are really happy. We have very good chemistry. So we are just hoping to play like every game, like the first and the second games we had, and hopefully we'll get the 3 points.
Yeah. In the second game, Jonathan obviously won the penalty, but you picked the ball up first, and there seemed to be some smiling, and you said some things. What did you say, and were you hoping that he was going to let you take it?
No, actually, we discussed about that, and we decided to play rock, paper, scissors. And but so I picked the ball, and I gave him the ball, and I told him, "Are you confident to shoot it?" And he said yes. And I said, "Okay, then you go ahead, you shoot it." And he said, "Okay, I'll shoot this one, and then the next time you're gonna shoot it."
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right. Well, obviously last year, things didn't end the way that you wanted it to with the playoffs. You came so close. I'm sure you'll be more determined this year to make sure that you don't do the same thing again and go one better.
Yeah. Last season still hurts. It still hurts because we were really close. It was a really big opportunity for us, but as everybody knows, we couldn't make it. Because we had some bad games and we lost some points, which were really important for us. But this season, the team is better than last year. The chemistry is really good. We are really working really hard. So we have big chance to go up this season, and we'll make sure we take that chance.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, how long it took you to put that game behind you, but you said it still hurts. So yeah. But at that game, there was a good crowd here, lots of fans. There's a good atmosphere. I was here at that game too, and that must have felt good. I know obviously the end result wasn't what you wanted, but it must have felt good to play in front of a big crowd again.
Yes, we missed playing in front of the crowds. I think last season I think we lost some points because we didn't play with our fans. Playing with them is different. It's different, and as I said earlier, it still hurts, and that feelings we still have inside. We're gonna turn it in a positive way. We're gonna try to grab every point that we can grab this season.
Yeah, I think actually I looked earlier, and I think of the 17 wins that you had last year, 6 were at home. If you have fans in the stadium, you turn that to 10.
Yes, maybe 10 or maybe more.
Yeah.
So they make a lot of difference, our fans, because they keep on pushing us all the time. Even when we are having bad days, they keep on pushing us. So this really helps a lot.
Yeah, but in terms of looking on the bright side of things, obviously it didn't end up well, but you finished second, and that was the highest ever in FC Anyang's history. Have you had time to appreciate that yet, or are you still thinking about what might have been?
The job is not done. I came to Anyang because I wanted to help the team go to K1. So still the job is not done. If we go to K1, then I can just sit back, relax, and enjoy the moment. But until then, the job is not done. So
yeah,
we keep on fighting.
What do you think about the new system in terms of the playoffs? Have you guys been explained how it all works this year?
Actually, not yet, because we're not thinking of going to playoff. Actually, so we didn't talk about that yet because our plans are different.
Yeah,
we're trying to avoid the playoffs. So when the time comes and we are in the playoff, then we think about that. But for now, we are focusing on going directly.
Fair enough. Well, just a quick sort of overview. There's going to be more opportunities in the playoffs this year. So let's say if this season was last season, you finished in second, you wouldn't play Dejon. You would go and play the team in K-League
From
1.
K1? Okay.
Straight over 2 games.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
Yeah, and then third, fourth and fifth. Third play the winner of fourth and fifth.
Okay.
And then the winner of that plays 10th in K-League 1.
Oh, okay.
So
okay, that's fair.
It's quite an interesting system. Yeah.
Okay, then we have another big chance, you know. Yeah, that's good. That's fair.
Well, going back to obviously when you first came to FC Anyang, where did the move come from? Obviously, you spent a lot of your time in Europe, obviously in Italy and Croatia. Why suddenly a move to Asia and with K-League?
Yeah, actually, as you said, I spent like, I think 10 years in Italy and then 3 years in Croatia. And then I had the opportunity to come to Asia. And I had some clubs from China. I had some clubs from Dubai, some clubs from America. But I was curious about coming to Korea because of the culture, because of, I had a lot of friends who were playing in Korea also.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I decided to change, you know, because I played all my life in Europe and I needed a change. So I needed new motivations, I needed new challenges. So I decided to come to Asia. I had some other clubs also in Korea, but I decided to come to Anyang because of the project and the ambitions they had. And I felt that I could fit in really well here and help the club to achieve their aim. So that's what we are still trying to do. Yeah.
Yeah. Who are the people that you knew that had played in Korea before?
I knew Davidson from Ulsan. So I spoke with him obviously before I came.
Yeah.
I knew Orsic, who was in Ulsan also.
Yeah.
So these were the 2 guys I knew before coming to Korea.
And they said a lot of good things about the
K-League. Yes, they did. They played really big part of my coming here.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what was it about the Anyang project in particular that you liked the sound of?
Like the project was to try and get promoted. So that was what, I wanted to be part of it. I wanted to be part of it, the team that got promoted from K2 to K1. So that was the main reason why I came here. Yeah. It didn't quite went like planned till now, but I still have 1 season here and I'll try to give all what I can to achieve this aim.
For sure. What was the hardest thing for you to get used to at first, both in Korea and in terms of the football as well?
In terms of football, so 16 years I wasn't playing football. So in the beginning it was really hard because I had no idea what was all about. I didn't know what was offside. I didn't know nothing actually. So I had to learn like technically, physically, tactically. I had to learn everything. So I was really lucky to go to Italy where, they play a lot of their football tactical. It's all about tactical, So I learned a lot when I was 16, 17. And in Korea, what I learned was to play really physical, because until when I came to Korea, I was playing just with my speed and, creating spaces and a lot of stuff. But in Korea, there's a lot of physicals, so you have to be physically prepared to be able to excel in K-League, I think, yeah.
Yeah. Off the pitch, what did the club try and do to help you settle in?
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything. This club has been amazing to me and my family. They provided everything for me. They make sure I felt at home immediately. From the club, from my teammates, from the staff, the coaching staff, and everybody. So life has been really easy for me in Korea, and thanks to the club and all the members who work here. Yeah.
Got some fan questions. Actually, a Suwon FC fan has sent you. He said, "Hi, Anyang is not my team, but I think they are one of the best in the league, and I admire them." He's got a couple of questions. The first one is, what is the best moment you have experienced in FC Anyang?
The best moment, I would say my first goal in Korea.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was against Seoul Ireland,
Yeah.
and it was a good goal. So I think that was the best moment I mean, that was the first goal in K-League, so I think that was one of the best moments I have in Korea.
Yeah, I thought maybe you might have mentioned the 5-4 against Busan when you scored the late winner.
Yeah, that was also crazy. Yeah. That was also crazy. Yeah, was also crazy.
You do sometimes get some of those crazy results in K-League.
Yeah.
Have you played in a game like that before?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, in Italy, it was a cup game. It was actually a youth game, Fiorentina against Roma in the Coppa Italia. And I scored a header in the 96th minute.
Wow.
Yeah, it was 2-2. I scored a 3-2.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, so those are some good moments,
Yeah. All right, the second part of his question, he says that who's been the defender of the team that has given you the most problems in K-League? So the toughest defender or toughest team that you've faced?
Oh, toughest defender, I cannot say. I can say, I think 2 clubs.
Yeah.
That I haven't scored yet against, so I would say probably these 2 clubs. That's Ansan and Asan.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't scored yet against these 2 teams, so I would say these 2 teams give me really hard time when I play against them.
Okay. Kim Il-ju, who is an Anyang fan, he says, first of all, it's good to see that you played in the first round. Obviously, you missed the first round the season before that as well. So he hopes that you play without any injuries and stay healthy this season. But he has 2 questions. The first one is, which team do you think will be the most likely to be, along with Anyang, trying to compete for K-League 2 title this year?
Well, we cannot say because nobody thought of that Gimpo win their first 2 games.
Yeah.
So we cannot say. I mean, Daejeon has a good team. Ilan has a good team. Busan, of course, has a good team. But Gimpo won their first 2 games and they are doing really well. So you cannot say that this team probably will be contending to go to the K1 because the K-League is full of surprises, So for now, I would say Anyang.
Yeah, okay.
I would say just Anyang.
Okay, now he says, he's wondering who do you think is the most, he says, remarkable newcomer in Anyang? So the new signing that has kind of stood out the most so far?
To be honest with you, all the newcomers who played till now, I mean, we played 2 games. They did really well. I mean, I cannot say just one person because Kyo did really good. Jamin is playing really good. Who else? I mean, all of them are doing really well. So I think I'm just curious to see Songdong and Andrigo playing. Yeah. So I think they'll be good. I think they'll be fine. Yeah.
All right. Branko Balan on Twitter, he asks, how do you compare playing football in the 1HNL league and compare that to K-League?
As I said before, in HNL we play more with technical and a lot of ball possession, stuff like this. In K-League is different. It's more physical, a lot of contact. So I think that's the only difference. The difference is Korea, you have to be physically fit.
Yeah. Going back to your time, obviously, in Italy as well. Obviously, in Italy, defending is an art form, isn't it? Italians pride themselves on how well they defend.
Yes.
That must have been very difficult or a good learning experience for you as a forward player to learn to play against some of the best defenders in the world.
Yeah, it did. I had really good experiences playing with most of the top defenders in the world. Chiellini, Bonucci, just to mention a few, And you learn really a lot of things, playing with these guys because they don't give you the chance to think, to breathe, and they literally don't give you any space. So I learned really much from playing in Italy, in Croatia as well, and that helps a lot, But playing in Italy is either you are technically good or you are really fast. If not, it's difficult. If you're fast, then you just push the ball forward and just run after it, and they don't get you. If not, if you try to, I don't know, because tactically they're really good. So, I mean, it's one of the countries that they defend really well. You can see from the national team. So it's pretty difficult to score against them. So you have to be maybe fast, super fast, to go off against them, or be technically good to be able to score. So I think I had a really good experience in Italy, and definitely I will go back one day to Italy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it that made you go to Italy at such a young age?
Actually, as I said earlier, I was 16 years and I was just playing on the street with my friends, and a scout saw me, and he decided to take me to Italy for trials, and I made the trials, and they took me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But until then, I was not playing football.
Yeah. It must have been hard then to leave Italy and go to another league after being there for so long. Or did you feel maybe that your time was up and you just wanted to try something new?
Yeah, actually, I wanted to try something new. I was in Italy for so long, and I wanted new challenges. I wanted to try something new, So, I mean, not only about football, but I mean, lifestyle also, So I just wanted to try something new, and I decided to move to Croatia, which is not so long from Italy, It's like 40 minutes from the border of Italy. So it's pretty close. So I didn't go so far. So I felt at home anyway.
Yeah. In terms of match preparations, how much video work do you do? Do you do a lot of video on the opposition, or do you just concentrate on yourselves?
We do both.
Yeah,
we do both. We do both of them. We have two videos in a week where we watch previous games, our mistakes, and the good parts, where we have to improve and where we have to keep on doing, and then we watch the opposition team also. So, yeah.
What's the coach here like to work with? What's his kind of style? Is he tactical, or is he a motivator, or what's his kind of philosophy?
He's both of them.
Yeah.
He's both of them. Yeah. The head coach and his staff. He's tactical, but he's also a motivational person. Yeah. He just wants you to feel good on the pitch. He just wants you to feel comfortable on the pitch and do what you like to do.
Yeah.
Which is really important for us.
For sure. Well, Maxwell, thank you very much for your time. It's been an absolute pleasure to meet you.
Sure, it's my pleasure.
Good luck this weekend, and good luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you so much, and thank you for having me.